What is up, everybody? It's Vicious here, and today we're going to be looking at Forspoken. 10 minutes of gameplay. Um, well, Forspoken 10 minutes gameplay trailer, whatever you want to call it. I've already seen this, and I'm going to be talking over this, like, just in case you didn't know, just in case you couldn't tell by me talking right now. And I just want to, take a look at the things and react to them and tell you how I feel about them, right? There's a lot of people, like I said before in a previous video, with malicious intents when it comes to this game, and honestly, I think mostly it's because the main character is a female person of color, and pretty much that's it. A lot of people say that this game is too quote unquote woke and trying too hard, etc., etc. But I feel like they need to focus their energies more so on instead of talking about how cheesy they think the dialogue is, can we talk about how the frame rate needs to look like it's going to be stable? As I'm looking at this, and I'll show you guys right now, it says 1440p. That's what the resolution is at. There's no 1440p 60, no 1080 60, 720 60, or 4K 60. And that bothers me because it leads me to believe that this game is not going to be optimized very well. And maybe that's something that hasn't been proven yet or whatever. But that's the thing I'm most concerned about.
Others are willing to trade for valuable goods, and Frey may even find a small friend to act as a guide. At this point in Frey's journey, she has returned to Cipal from the wilds after finding a rare piece of Advaha ore. In the right hands, this ore may prove to be most useful.
So, like, as she's doing her little running cycle, I'm just like, man, I'm not entirely certain about the animation there. It's not like a deal breaker for me, but, I do want it to be, like, a little bit better.
Does that mean you can do something cool with this stuff?
I could. But
I've seen somebody in the comments say that it's weird that the blacksmith lady knew what the word cool meant. And it's like, I've seen so much anime and so many, like, works of fiction where characters say things that, people shouldn't know anything about, you know what I mean? Like, for instance, what is it? The Rising of the Shield Hero. There's like 4 characters from like our world that's like in a game world and shit, and I'm sure they've said like several things and never been questioned on it. But like, somebody complained about that.
Looking to rip her limb from limb.
So enemies are still docile. The spells look really cool, but I feel like it would be better suited for like enemies that like are actually trying to hurt you. And it appears later on in this trailer that they have enemies that have a higher skill, or at least more aggro, but not aggro enough. And that's where I'm hoping that there's like a stopgap in there with like difficulty options, because that'll change everything. Right? Difficulty options are important, and people need to just realize it. The traversal is really cool. I think this is the first trailer where they actually show us the red whip being used to like pull you towards structures, which is really cool. Kind of reminds me of Nero from Devil May Cry with the Devil Bringer, right? Or the Wire Snatcher, as it's known as in Devil May Cry 5, even though he, spoiler alert, has a Devil Bringer in there too.
This is the place on Johidi's map, isn't it? Are you planning on retrieving her smithing gear?
Might as well while we're here. Besides, I want to know more about Scylla, and Johidi knew her.
So, what we just heard there wasn't that bad, and people like are still talking about that trailer where she said dialogue from the very first trailer. I actually watched a video yesterday, not a full video, mind you, but I watched a video from a person, and they were talking about how the dialogue was bad because they didn't show anything that was happening that she was talking about. And it was weird because it's like, yo, is this your first time hearing a Forspoken?
Yeah, looks that way.
Alright, so these are the more aggro enemies. I do like that it shows that there are some that are vulnerable to certain things. Either that, or maybe they're vulnerable to, other type of spells. I have no idea. But obviously, that one that's casting fire, more aggro. This one just ran up and grabbed her. Oh, excuse me 1 second. I have no idea what just happened there. Oh, great. Let me pause this real quick. Alright, now the video is behaving well again. So yeah. It grabbed her. It didn't look like it did that much damage. And that's the main concern of mine. And my good podcast mate, Anubis, hold on a second, was upset. Or not upset, like he was turned off by the fact that they grade you. As you can see here to the right, there's a grading system in this game, similarly to Devil May Cry, where they grade you on how well you did in battle. This particular person or developer, whoever it is, got a D. So whatever they did evidently wasn't that great. So, you know, take that however you will. Like, this might not even be played optimally. We could probably do better than that. But also, you know, if we did better, maybe we'd kill them a lot faster, which, you know, a lot of people, including myself, like have like kind of a problem with. So there we go. They're showing you different parts of the world. I like this ability where she can like use this big ice sickle and like surf over land and the water. Like, that's really cool. All the traversal abilities make this like really cool. This reminds me of like, this is, to me, it's kind of like Infamous, but like more powers and a little bit more interesting personally. Second Son is one of my favorite PS4 titles. The customization, I need to know more about the customization because honestly, I'm leaning towards getting this on PC because it's like, you know, if all that's going to change is the cape, you know, I'm going to want some mods because I'm not exactly the biggest fan of her outfit, to be honest. Seeker darts, traversal, she has the ice arrows that split apart. What is that, quicksand? Grade A? Yo, making the wood come up out the ground. I can't believe people look at this game and they're like, oh my goodness, like this game looks like it's gonna be bad, docile enemies. Like, what other game are you playing? Like, are you saying that because you play FromSoft titles? You know what I mean? Like, you need an enemy that has a shield and blocks and then like takes half your life in 2 hits. Like, is that what you want? Some people I do want to like talk to about that. Like, what exactly are you expecting from the game? Because what I'm expecting and what they're expecting seem like they're similar but not exactly the same, and that's okay. But like, I kind of want to know what exactly they want. Again, love the traversal. Pretty cool.
This place is insane.
Evidently, this game is supposed to have over 100 spells, which is cool. So grade E. I'm looking at the grade to the side. See what happens. I don't know if this is necessarily like Devil May Cry because it doesn't seem like it's going down. It seems like you need to hit or do a certain amount of things that are cool in order, or go together in order to like get the grade up all the way. Otherwise, it doesn't go down unless maybe you get hit. I'm assuming that the player got hit.
Frey will encounter numerous points of interest in her travels. Many of these landmarks and locations have been corrupted.
We'll look at the comments here in a second.
With corrupted enemies, but they're always worth seeking out.
Well, this doesn't look good.
Yes, something seems to.
This is practically the end, though. Like, we could honestly like fast forward through some of this. It's really inconsequential. I will say the facial animations on the NPC could be better, but you know, this game comes out in February. Really cool enemy designs. Like I said, I just hope that, you know, they're a bit more aggressive and like more varied in what they can do, and like more of them attack you at once. That would be cool. If the aggressiveness is somewhat like Devil May Cry 5 on like harder difficulties, I'd be cool with that too. But let's take a look at the comments now. Alright, let's get to it. So, basically the reaction to this trailer has been positive for the most part. Out of 419,407 views, 15K people liked it and 5.2K people disliked it. Not happy with that ratio because that means that there's a lot of people that looked at this and was just like, ew. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's just because Sony had posted it, but Square Enix posted it too, and it was kind of similar. But let's see, a bit conflicted. A bit conflicted about how engaging the world will be, but the gameplay looks sublime. You know, that's fair. The combat looks like an evolution of what Infamous was going for, and it looks fantastic. Traversal looks like a lot of fun. Yes, exactly. That's what I think too. I really hope there would be a bestiary or bestiary. The enemies look cool. All right, you know, fine. Love how the person playing actually knows how to play the game. Well, they got D's and C's, buddy. Combat looks pretty solid. There was a lot more negative comments earlier. Maybe it's because it was on Square Enix page. But I don't know. It's crazy how beautiful the open world and effects are versus how awkward and robotic the NPCs are. And I thumbs this down because it's like, yeah, I mean, we didn't really get a chance to like really see them because they kept cutting it, you know. But honestly, I'll make that neutral again because I think that's fair. I love that the combat traversal spells seem to be altered and influenced by the terrain around her. Yeah, that is dope. Let's see. Yeah, most of the people that are commenting are pretty positive now. It was a little bit different earlier, but it seems like a lot of those riffraffs have been taken care of, I guess. But I think that's pretty much it for now when it comes to Forspoken for me. Next time they make some gameplay, I'll be all over it. But for now, I think we're good to go. Hopefully we see improved frame rates, and hopefully the enemies seem like they're a bit tougher. Hopefully Square Enix is watching and they're going to give us another trailer before February, which is the release month for this game. So let me know if you liked the video. If you want to see more videos like this, definitely leave a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'll catch you guys later.